Sorry, I just got another little question. Is it actually possible if I'm in a specific location and I see an image to say, okay, if I'm in this location and I see this image, please put me in a cube, whatever. Is that possible too?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe what you can do is you can place a button there to trigger something. Yeah, or you can like create a collider, which I will cover today also. Yeah, so when you get closer to something, you can do something interactive.
No, I mean, like, say if I'm seeing a advertisement somewhere and I go, okay, well, I'm here in this position and I see this advertisement, please put something on top of this advertisement.
Just by seeing it, I see.
Because we've got the image, detector, and we got the geolocation, so maybe we can put it on top of each other.
Yeah,
I mean, it is doable as well, but
we can maybe use raycast, yeah.
Yes,
so
yes.
If the raycast is hitting the image, we can let something to be appearing on top of that image.
Do you remember that we had some kind of like place indicator before, right? So, and then like if the place indicator actually it is using the raycasting idea from the using the AR raycast. So, for example, like if you have a kind of pointer, I mean, imagine the what is it? For example, like first-person shooting game, FPS game, for example.
Yeah.
So if you have some kind of targets over there, and then like if you like just aim to some like, for example, like in your case, like if you're targeting the advertisement, it can be disappear, something like that. It is doable. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So also then with the image recognition.
Well,
no, it's a raycast.
No, you don't need it. Yeah.
Basically, your camera or you are shooting a direct point, like following your camera, and then if this infinite line is hitting that object, we will let something appear in front of that image.
Okay. So it's not doable with image recognition.
I mean, it is also possible, but it's very different idea, I can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. Yeah. So it's possible. I just need to know if it's possible, then I can figure it out on myself.
It is possible. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Awesome.
So yeah, I mean, sounds like your idea is more related with the raycast rather than the image recognition. So because like the like for example, the advertisement is. Are you talking about the advertisement in the real world or in?
Yeah, in the real world. So say, you know, I have an image in the real world, but it's only at that position. I only want, say I've got a Starbucks in a certain street, and I only want, say, the Starbucks logo, you know, like kind of be animated in this street. So it needs to know where I am. So I'm in this position, and then I need the image recognition at that point.
I feel like image recognition is computationally much heavier. And if anyways the Starbucks is positioned in geolocation, which means it's not going to change much, then I would suggest you to use this raycast method, because you can actually find the position that is still. But image recognition is better to be applied, for example, in something that is constantly changing. For example, something like landscape or some kind of people's movement or something that is always changing. Then it makes more sense to kind of go to that route, which is a little bit more complex computationally.
Okay. Yeah. Computational heavy. Okay, got it. All right, cool. Thank you. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
No problem. I mean, yeah, if there's any more questions, yeah, you can ask now, and then otherwise, yeah, I can start today's session. Yeah, actually, I've been thinking about it, and then yeah, I just decided to, because like what we're going to do today is actually you can attach to anywhere in your application. So it can be attached to yesterday's Sumin's tutorial as well, or like it can attach to my tutorial from the day before yesterday. So actually, for my side, it was a bit more convenient to like keep going on from the application what we've done in the first day. So we're going to do it. We're going to we're going to develop a bit more about that app. So first of all, please download the package file from Google Drive, and please import the first package. If you have a problem with the importing the package, I also saved the Unity files inside of the Unity file script at the first one. So these are the material prefab scene and script and textures. So you also can just copy and paste into your project folder. But yeah, usually, yeah, I recommend to just download it from the package.
Shall we open up like a totally new project, or into the project of yesterday?
Well, I mean, if you're trying to, I mean, it's up to you, but yeah, I'm going to start with your just new project.
Okay.
Maybe,
okay.
yeah, it'll be convenient a bit, I guess. So, but yeah, before you import the package, don't forget to install the AR Foundation and AR Core, either AR Kit. So that's what you need as well, and the same version as well. Yesterday, 2.1.8 of AR Foundation. I found that the 2.1.2, either 2.1.8 AR Core is fine, but just I will do with the 2.1.2 because that's what we worked on before as well. And the AR Kit 2.1.9. So what we're going to cover today is actually, in the end, our aim is going to have something like more proper application. So I added just application as well, and put some version over here. And I changed the material, I mean the object. So just a second, you don't hear there's any sound, right? So I also added a sound, but I'm going to share again, sorry. Yeah. So when you click the button, and I didn't add to it, but yeah, maybe you can hear the sound. So added a bit of effect, and this object is like has a sound, but it has a certain distance. So you only can hear the sound when you get too near to the certain object. So, and then you can reset the screen, and then go back to menu and fit. That's what we're going to cover today. So after you, this is on, and let's import the package, the templates. But before we start, maybe you wanna, excuse me, maybe you want to check like if this application is working or not. Yeah, can you please check? Because my side was fine, but again, like before we change it to switch the platform first. I should have done this before I import all the packages. And player settings, Android case, delete the Verkan. We don't need multi-thread rendering, and I'm going to put the platform. well, I'll just, yeah, change the minimum API level to 26, and that's it. Let's get my device. Oops. All right, yeah. I'd like to ask you to, like, if you have a proper device right now, yeah, please check if it is work or not. If it doesn't work, yeah, please tell me. But I'm kind of sure that there is no problem over there if you have a proper version of the AR core and AR kit and AR foundation as well. Oh, but yeah, now there's going to be nothing for sure. I always make this kind of mistake because like we build with the just empty scene over here. I just cancel it. So in the scene, there is a name of AR place scene. So please build that one. Okay, there you go. In the scene, here's the AR place, and yeah, you need to. You can drag into your build settings as well, but like if you only going to build one scene which is opened, and then you can just build without drag and drop to here. I'll just quickly do it again. So, where is it? Once you've done, you're going to have the SDP chair, which is just place that from yesterday, but I changed the object rather than house and cube. I just changed to the street. Oops, what's up? It's restarting. So like just these 3 chairs, and after you see the place indicator, which is, come on. Yeah, there you go. So when you see this place indicator, which means like it recognized, it detected the ground. So only you can do something after it detect the surface, I mean the space. So if you put the place, you can place the chairs and red chairs, and then if you press buy, it's going to stay there. Like this is current stage. So what I didn't cover day before the first day was this kind of shop system. Like for example, when you buy something, like you imagine that if you have a certain asset, and then if you buy something, you're going to spend that money. Like I said, just it's a money system or like a shop system, but actually after you learn this one, you will figure out you can use it any other stats, like if you whatever you have. For example, it can be, I don't know, like just amount of the object, or it can be like, I don't know, what can I imagine? I mean, what can be like, I mean, can be anything, like, so let's do it. We're going to do the just bit of script at the beginning, and then today normally it's more about the Unity rather than scripting. So, and when you open your script, which is placement manager, and last time I changed the name of the buttons a bit, like you figure it out. And what we need to do first is like we need to create one new script, which is, let's call it shop manager. And in Shop Manager, we're not going to attach this script to anywhere, so we don't need the mono behavior. But however, we'd like to see this script out. I mean, remember that. Do you remember that when we make it to public variable, you can attach something to here, right? So, but without the mono behavior, this script doesn't need to attach to any game object. So, but which means we cannot see anywhere else. So make to see this script in outside inside of the Unity. We need to just type system dot serializable. This makes to view this script in the Unity over here. You will figure out very soon. So we don't need start and update over here. Just let's delete it. And what we need is just public game object. So we're going to read these prefabs through this script. So I'm going to name it just purchase object, and then we need a public integer, which is this time we are handling about the money. So let's say it's a cost, and save it. So now you can call this Shop Manager and anywhere else. What I'm saying is, like, for example, here when you go to the the placement manager, rather than game object, but to avoid the error, let's just add one thing and let's see. So public Shop Manager, you can call the Shop Manager like test prefab, and then save it. When you go back to place manager, well, I need to refresh this one. When you go to the place manager, you will see here test prefab with the purchased object and the cost, which we typed in here. So now we can use this purchased object or the cost in anywhere else. So what we need to do in the placement manager is actually, rather than game object, because game object only contains the data of the prefabs. So we'd like to make the set of the prefabs. So we're going to change all the not all, but the many of a game object to Shop Manager. We don't need this anymore. And just change this game object to Shop Manager. And of course, you're going to have error over here because they are handling the game object. So we're going to change them to Shop Manager. So here under the shop, change to all the game object to Shop Manager. And then after that, you will see error at here, the place and buy. So again, let's change the selected object to Shop Manager. And now we're going to have error here because the selected object is not prefab, but the instantiate is only going to handling the instantiating the game object. So what we need over here is to find the game object of Shop Manager, which is purchased object. So copy the place purchased object. What we need is selected object dot purchased object. So this is going to read the game object of the Shop Manager, which is purchased object, and then it's going to instantiate. And then buy object is like, so again, this one is new object. Okay. So what we need to do is we also need to read the same data from the Shop Manager, right? So to do that, we're going to add one more private Shop Manager. Private Shop Manager. What should we call? Let's can say let's just say shop object, I guess. I think this is fine. Shop object. So when you click the place button, it's going to show the new object to every location where you're going to put, and then it's going to save exactly same data, which is selected object into the shop object, and then we need to read this data under the by object complete. So here is just what we need is just shop object rather than, oh sorry, where is just confusing. Well, I mean, for now it's fine. We don't need this because the reason why we need this one is like we need to use the cost, this cost, right? So we'll use this one very soon, but for now it is only handling the same game object, so we don't need to add anything under the by object. So save it and save this, and then when you go to the placement manager, you will see inspector is changed to something like this. So here you need to attach the shop black chair, well, because and the red chair, white chair again, and maybe just you can say whatever cost what you want. I'll say just, yeah, something like this, maybe this. But we didn't use cost to anywhere, right? So we need to use it. How to use it is, again, we need one more script here, C# script. Let's say money manager. Oops. Money manager. Again, when you change the name of the script, make sure this name also changed. Cool. Right. And this one, we need this. We're going to attach this to somewhere. But what we need to do is just handling the money, right? So public to use to anywhere else, we need this static integer, which is called money. And again, we can start with some. Oops. We can start with some money equal to, maybe we can say 1,000. And here, to see these numbers on your screen, we need to have a text. So public text, oops, text, money text, and this should be okay. The reason why there is an error over here is we need another namespace, another library, which is because the text is the syntax of UI element. So here using Unity engine dot UI. It's the same like logic as when we use the where is it? Yeah, here as well. When we use the button, yeah, we added UI as well over here. So we need that UI, and now it changed to it doesn't have any error over here. So money equal to. So now we're going to start with this money. Oops. This money, and to update money text equal to. This is like how you're going to, so it doesn't need to be like this. I mean, inside of the quotation mark, you can put whatever you want. I'll just add, well, I'm going to use the pound. And here, this is what we need to show. And toString means like you can add on your screen. Sorry guys, I forgot to. So money text, under the money text, we're going to use the text. So this is done for the money manager. Save it. We need to attach this somewhere. So I'm going to create a new empty object. Money manager, and let's attach this to money manager. Oops. Yeah, I mean, this is my Unity problem. I really don't know why. From yesterday, I always need to do the refresh after I'm done scripting. But usually, it's totally fine. Yeah, after you save it, when you come back to Unity, it's going to automatically compiling. Maybe I think I need to see the setup of the compiling. However, so now you see there is a start money, so you can change from this view as well. And then there is money text, which is none. So let's see the 2D. So we can see our UI. And the maybe I'd like to use as portraits. It's totally up to you. And you see that there, even though I change the landscape or portrait, these the buttons are following. How did I do that? It was like I put all of the button under the panel. The first one is always the panel, and then under the panel, like they just change the anchor point. So now these three buttons always going to anchor with your left bottom corner, and this one is right bottom corner, something like that. And here, maybe this place and by, I'm going to add the text. But just outside over here, because I don't want to use the what is it? Inside of the layout group. So here, text. Maybe a bit bigger, something like this. I don't want to use the Arial, so I'm going to use just our codes go heavy and change the color. And maybe italic to see a bit different from the this one. So this text, actually, we're going to use the text from our script. So you don't need to type anything to here, but just to see the placeholder, I'm going to just type like this. And what you need to do is let's change the name for this money text. Under the money manager, go to the money manager, just drag and drop this text to here. So now once we play, you will see the current money. So if I play this one here, yeah, we'll see the money like 1,000 pounds. So I mean the money pound is, we set it from here. So if you want different thing, you can change it from whatever you want to here. And then the 1,000 is coming from the money toString, which is money's the money is going to get the text of the money, the data of the money, and then it will going to show over here. So we are ready to use the money. Let's go to the placement manager. When you just place the object, you don't want to pay the money, right? Or you want to pay the money only when you buy the object. So it's time to use the shop object over here. Money manager. money of money manager is going to be, we're going to shop object. How can I say this? We're going to subtract the cost of shop object from the money every time when we click the buy. So this is actually the script when how we spend the money, but we don't want to have an error, or we don't want to go to the minus, right? So what we're going to add here is like a if state. So for example, if money is less than the cost, you cannot buy it, right? So return, which means like it's not going to do anything if you have the less money than the cost. And just to avoid the error later, like for example, if you press the buy without select anything, we can say, because the new object is here is what we're going to instantiating, and the shop object, if new object equal to null, or oops, where is it? Or shop object equal to no. So if there's nothing, let's avoid the error. That's it. So let's save this one. I'm just moving my zoom. Okay. So when you go to the play screen, refresh, play it, and when you click this one and then place, there's nothing could be changed. But the like if you select something and place, and then if you press buy, you're going to spend the money like this. But yeah, you have to place first, white, place, buy, or black, place, buy. So again, this can be anything, but I just refer the money system. So, and then like the additionally, you can change the text here, like to show the number correctly. Like for example, here, you can say like something like that. And this one as well. So I'm sorry, just text. I'm going to just skip this one. It's like saying, oops, thing. So yeah, I'm going to just skip this one. But the yeah, it's up to you.